It's the Joe Show. Motivation Monday. This is where we do some motivation meme reviews. Here on Monday, I hop over to Reddit, sort by top for this week. We get motivated, or we hopefully don't get demotivated, because it can happen. Some of these memes, sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't agree. I'm gonna motivate you here right now, even better than these memes can do. But let's see what we got on today's Motivation Monday for some Monday motivation to get through the west of the week. Not the east of the week, the west of the week, you know? First one says, nurse discovers the new doctor is the premature baby she helped save 28 years ago. That's incredible. Also, that nurse on the left, what was that, 28 years ago, has some serious swag that's already come back today. Those glasses are back in style. Everything's on cycles, baby. So even right now, if you're wearing something you think is weird or out of style, it's going to come full back around and you're going to be in style again. Motivation to keep on wearing what you're wearing and keep doing what you're doing. Also, fun fact, I've had open heart surgery and I had the same doctor operate on me when I was 1.5 and when I was 17. That's what, 17 years later, he was still in business doing the operating. I wonder if he went in there and he found his signature cut. He's like, oh yeah, I recognize that. That's my cut. I must have operated on this kid. Regardless, I love this. She saved this baby. He came around to work with her 28 years later, although it looks like his hairstyle stayed the same. Bald joke. I'm allowed to make that. I'm a bald guy. Next one says, start. Some days it's easier, other days it's harder. Be it easy or hard, the only way to get there is to start. That means start one small step, get your day started. I think that's what Neil Armstrong said when he hopped off the lunar rover and touched his foot down on Mars. If that's not what he said, too bad that it's what he said now. Motivation. It's time to start one small step for you today, even if the staircase seems so long. Today I was actually doing a project and I did not want to start it, but guess what? I went to the bathroom and when I was peeing, I was thinking, you know what? All I got to do is break it down into small tasks, tackle it one step at a time, and then we'll get it done today. And guess what? I'm this close to getting it done. After this video is edited and uploaded, I'm going to finish that task because I am motivated to get it done today on Monday. This next one is a comic. It says, run towards good things. I needed to hear that today. Let's see what this says. How come negative thoughts stick to me so easily? This is a guy talking to a cat in a field. And he says after that, but I have to fight to keep hold of the good ones. The cat says, maybe you're too focused on what you're trying to run away from. It's my cat voice. And then the cat says in the last panel, and we need to find some things to run toward. Let's try that again because I was too distracted actually making voices to get the concept behind this here. It says, how come negative thoughts so easily stick to me? Good question. But I have to fight to keep hold of the good ones. Another good question. And the answer is, maybe you're too focused on what you're trying to run away from, and we need to focus and find some things to run toward. Find some things to run toward. So the positive things are what we need to run toward, and the negative things are what we're trying to run away from. And so we're so focused running away that we're focused on the negative thoughts instead of focusing on what we need to run toward, which is the exit, because we just stole the golden statue and behind us there's a boulder. Let's not think about the boulder of negativity. Let's think about the escape and the riches at the light at the end of the tunnel. Boom! Oh shit. Punch the mic. Boom! Motivated. Next one says, someday is a disease that will take your dreams to the grave with you. Ooh, nice. Tim Ferriss. I wonder if Tim actually said that, or if this is just something that somebody made up and said Tim Ferriss said it. But that's an interesting perspective. If we keep saying someday, pushing the tasks off, someday comes and that day is our death, because someday we're all going to die, and then we have to take our dreams to the grave with us. Don't be that person. Get your dreams done today, not someday. Today, not someday. This ain't addition. It's not someday. 1 + 1 doesn't equal today. Oh, wait, it does. Shit. Wow, that was a happy accident right there. Oh, but 1 + 1 equals today? How can I make that into a motivation meme? I don't know, but 1 + 1 equals today, baby. Patience is when you're supposed to be mad, but you choose to understand instead. So this is actually a comment on our emotions, right? When we get upset, when we get tired, when our emotions are run thin, we generally have no patience because we're not seeking to understand. We're just thinking about the now and living in our feelings. So patience is when we're supposed to be mad or supposed to be distracted or whatever, but we choose to understand. That is true patience. Choosing to understand. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind next time I get impatient. I'll have to think about what I'm actually not looking down deep inside and trying not to understand. What I'm trying to run away from. That boulder that's chasing us. I gotta look towards the light and choose to understand what's out there because I just stole the golden treasure and I need to escape. So I have to dig down deep or run down deep inside and figure out and understand. Something like that. If you're searching for that one person that will change your life, take a look in the mirror. Oh, and he's so handsome too, you know? Or she, he or she, whatever you're at, wherever you're at. Because no matter how slow you're still... Let's try that again. Because no matter how slow you go, you're still lapping everybody on the couch, baby. Still lapping everybody on the couch, unless it's a couch that's driving, in which case they might actually be zipping by you. Did you think of that? A self-driving couch? It's the future, baby! But I like that. No matter how slow you're going, you're still lapping everybody on the couch because you're not being a potato, even though potatoes are delicious sometimes. You know, fried, pan-fried, fried in oil, fried in a big vat of oil, you know, fried and pretty much fried. I'm talking about French fries. They're delicious. Next one says, what if you try one more time and it works? Always ask yourself, what if you take one more step and it actually works? I don't know. It says it's attributed to, I think that's Einstein. Who knows if Einstein actually said that? But, you know, what if you try one more time and it works? The problem with that is, what if you keep trying every single time it doesn't work and then you just waste your time and then you die without your dreams? Tim Ferriss, well, how can you help us? Make sure that we're doing it right and that it works. I guess read Tim Ferriss's book, 4-Hour Workweek. You're welcome. Next one is a picture of a bicycler being chased by a black bear. When did this happen? And who got this picture? Some days it's hard to find motivation, and some days motivation finds you. Some days the motivation is that black bear chasing us when we're biking, or that boulder chasing us when we're escaping, whatever it is. I like this black bear chasing us when we're biking. I've never seen this before. This is insane. I want to know the story behind this picture. When is this? Where is this? Who's the photographer? What's the bear's name? And how did the biker get there? Does the biker even know that the bear's behind him? What is going on in this picture? Motivated to ask so many questions. Next one says it costs $0 to be a kind human being. Let me repeat that. It costs 3 cents to be a kind human being. So be a kind human being because it costs you nothing. Or it could cost you the admiration of somebody who's a dick. So should you be kind? I don't know. It costs you nothing monetarily, but emotionally, maybe it costs you a lot. Regardless, be a good human being. Now we have the 6 types of courage. I'm very curious about this. What are the 6 types of courage? I've never heard of different types of courage before, so let's hop right into this. Physical courage. To keep going with resiliency, balance, and awareness. That's physical courage. When you're running and you don't feel like running anymore like I did today, and you have to stop and massage your butt, but then you're like, no, I can't just stop. I got to keep going. And then I keep running despite the fact that I'm probably pulling a muscle in my gluteus maximus. That's physical courage. Social courage, to be yourself unapologetically. That's when you know you're in 9th grade, you're a freshman in high school with, you know, not many friends, and you're kind of viewed as a weird kid, and you decide to wear a Harry Potter robe to class one day just because, fuck it, why not? You want to dress up like Harry Potter. That is social courage. I didn't do that. Who? Why? Why would you do that? Who cosplayed in the early 2000s? Nobody. What? Moral courage, doing the right thing even when it's uncomfortable or popular. And you know what? When you do what you want to do because you have the courage to do it, even if it's uncomfortable or unpopular, you're going to win people over regardless. So step outside your moral bounds and do something that makes you uncomfortable. But don't do something like kill people. That's just not right or moral or whatever. Emotional courage, feeling all of your emotions, positive or negative, without guilt or attachment, and better yet, understanding them. That's emotional courage. Having a little bit of insightful look into your own emotions. I don't know what I'm saying here. Intellectual courage, to learn and unlearn and relearn with an open and flexible mind. Sometimes it's hard to take other people's opinions, But you gotta have intellectual courage and be open to unlearn something that maybe you didn't learn correctly. And spiritual courage is living with purpose and meaning through heart-centered approach towards all life and oneself. Spiritual courage, I like it. 6 types of courage. How many do you embody? I wonder if there's a courage test for us to check how many types of courage we exhibit. Physical courage, social courage, moral courage, emotional courage, intellectual courage, and spiritual courage. Because if you can master spiritual courage, then you can unleash a Kamehameha. Kamehameha. Next up, instead of motivation, I'm going to call this an affirmation. They both end in shun, so it fits. It reads, today is my tomorrow. It's up to me to shape it, to take control, and to seize every opportunity. The power is in the choices I make each day. I eat well, I live well, I shape me. I eat well, I live well, I shape me. There's a daily affirmation for you. You can repeat that to yourself as much as you need to every day in the morning, whenever you need to say it until you believe it. You eat well, you live well, you shape you. I eat well, I live well, I shape me, I make each day. What a nice set of affirmations right there. I don't think they meant it as affirmations. It's meant to be motivating, but I'm going to take it as affirmations. I like it as an affirmation better. I just said affirmation one too many times. You know what? 1 + 1 = 2-day. Next thing is a cute little comic. It says feud. Oh my God. Food is fuel. Energy comes from healthy things like vegetables and fruits and potatoes. And a boost is something like candy or a cookie. So fill your tank with the right stuff, but doesn't mean you can't have a little bit of a boost here and there. That's what it's saying. Eat healthy, give yourself a little boost. And on that note, as I've mentioned several times before, I used to be in bodybuilding. I used to measure my food. And more recently, I've still had things like a little bit of belly fat and a little bit of kind of midsection and around my, my love handle area. I just had a little bit of fat I've been retaining. And so I'm trying this new thing. I just started it, so I'll give you guys a breakdown of it in a couple weeks here. But it is just easy carb cycling, and I just made it up myself. And though I'm probably sure if I went out there and searched for it, someone else has done it. I'm doing 2 days of carbs and then 2 days or 1 day of fat. 2 days carbs, 1 day of fat. Meaning on my fat days, I get all of my calories mainly from fats with a little bit from carbs. And on my carb days, I try to center a lot of my calories on carbs and proteins with very little fat. I'll let you guys know how it goes, but so far I'm really liking the results. I think it's super interesting. Hopefully that motivated you to give it a look and check it out. As always, I try to end Motivation Monday with a video, and this video title says, chase your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you to take a lesser bite out of life. Never give up. Be this bird. But I'd read that as be this duck. Because it's a duck. So it's a duck with like an apple. It's trying to bite it, but it keeps rolling away. Duck keeps trying. He keeps trying. His beak is like, can't get the apple. He's like, come on. I'm going to get this apple. Oh, but he actually gave up and he never made it. What kind of motivation is that? He never made it. The duck never got a bite out of that apple. Oh man, I wish that he would have picked it up and ran away with it. Be that bird, but follow through with your actions. If you want to take a bite out of life, if you want a bite of that apple, you keep after that apple until you get that bite. Don't be that bird. Be a better bird. Get a bite of that apple. That's been today's Motivation Monday here on The Joe Show. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button, mash that bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video on Monday that's motivating. Until then, stay motivated because I love you.